So now I'm going to talk about the major mistakes on reported speech that we generally do. That is, the first action is alas. Alas, the dog is dead, she said. So this is, first of all, you have to understand what type of sentence it is. This is your exclamatory sentences. So she exclaimed with sorrow. Because of the word alas, you can use the expression of sorrow. Dukh hua mujhe sunke. The dog is dead. Dog mar gaya, to obviously na, it's a thing of sadness. So she exclaimed with sorrow. She exclaimed with sadness. That we in the exclamatory sentences we use the concept of that, and then the dog is dead will change to the dog was dead. Next, my father said to me, what is troubling you? So here, my father asked me. You have converted said to asked, because we are having WH family and we are having question mark. So whenever we have WH family question mark, we use said or said to, convert both the words into asked. So my father asked me, what is converting to was, you converting to me. That depends on कौन बोल रहा है, who is the speaker and who is the listener. That totally depends on the speaker and the listener. My father and me. So my father is what was troubling me. My father is the speaker and me is you. You is always the listener. So here, who is you? You is Neha. Here, take me. So that's why I converted it to my father asked me what. Again, pay attention that whenever we are having the WH family, what, when, where, why, how, we don't insert anything in place of the inverted commas. Okay. Next, the doctor said to me, stop eating fried and spicy food. So here the doctor is advising me, instructing, no, advising. The doctor has advised me to stop. These are your imperative sentences where we use the concept of to while removing the inverted commas, to stop eating fried and spicy food. Next, very, very important, the concept of let. Many students don't even know that how to convert these let sentences. So we use the concept of suggested. There are two ways to use it. She suggested that we should go for a walk. So you have to use that plus we should on your own. That we should, or she suggested, you can use the alternate method of she suggested going out for a walk. So instead of using the should plus go concept, you can just directly, she suggested, instead of using that we should go, you can use directly ing form. She suggested going for a walk. This is also an alternate method for this. And this is only applicable when you're using the concept of let. Next, again I'm repeating, this is only applicable in the context of let. जब आप let का concept use करते हो तो either you have to use should plus V1 concept or ing concept. No other, in not any other sentences. Next we have the fifth sentence, that is Harsh said, wow, we have won the match. So here a Harsh exclaimed with joy because of the concept wow. उछल के बोल, excitement होता है ना. Harsh exclaimed with joy, wow, we have won the match. So there's an excitement. So Harsh exclaimed with joy, happiness, wonder. ठीक है, कुछ भी उसे बहुत खुशी हुई that they had won the match. So simple concept of changing the tense and the pronoun, we changes to they, because if वहां पे I होता तो हम हर्ष को he के अकॉर्डिंग चेंज करते, बट यहाँ पे वो we है तो वो they में चेंज होगा because of the plural concept. Have changes to had and they had won the match. Next, we have the again interrogation sentence, where have you been? Many students do this very common mistake of not changing the sentence into affirmative sentence. They do everything. What is actually their answer? Where? They will write down where, have changes to had. You is ma'am, here you is me, that is had I been. So this is what their final answer. Where had I been? Now again they lose out their marks. Why? Can anyone tell why? Because yes, because they forgot to change the verb and the subject placing. That is very simple to understand. When somebody asks your name, how the person asks, what is your name? So when the person asks, what is your name? In that case, if you ever pay attention, जब आपसे question पूछा जाता है, so verb is always the first one that comes before your subject. But when you answer it, you say, my name is. So that verb, the similar same verb goes after the subject. Same pattern follows when we are reporting the sentence from interrogation in the interrogation concept also. So whenever you are using the concept of interrogation, you have to apply the same formula of placing the verb from before the subject to after the subject. So where have you been? They've said to me. Acha class, one more thing. Whenever your speaker and listener is given at the end, then also you have to start your sentence with the speaker and listener. Okay, never write them down at the end. So they've asked me, where have you will change to I had. So instead of writing had I, you have to change I had. So this is specifically for this classes, this video is for those जिनको आते हैं reported speech but they still end up losing up their marks. Okay. Next is, he said to me, how grateful I am. This is again one of the very important sentence. How and what sentences that are exclamatory sentences. So he said to me, how grateful I am to you. So he exclaimed that in this context, the very first step is remove this how and what. This doesn't comes in the category of interrogation. So we'll not write down these how and what. Again, if there is how and what with question mark, they are to be written down. Okay, they are to be written down. But here, the how and what questions, when an exclamatory mark, they need to be removed. Okay. So when they are with how, you have to remove how and you have to start a sentence with subject and verb. That I changes to he, am changes to was. He was very grateful. Next concept comes whatever adjective you are given. How he was very grateful to, like, she said, what a wonderful painting it is. Okay, one more sentence. Let's take it. What a wonderful painting it is. What a wonderful So this is what a wonderful painting it is. So you again have to concept is the will remain the same. You have to use the method of what will be removed and the sentence will start with that it was a wonderful painting. But in such cases, it is also not given. So in that case, you will write it down. It was on your phone. What a wonderful painting. That's it. This is given. So in that case, you will write down that it was a wonderful painting. So you have to use he, she or it depending upon kiski तारीफ होगी. Okay. Next we have I said to Mohan, will you help me? So in this case, I asked Mohan. What we have to use? I asked Mohan if. Why we have used if? Because we are having an interrogation concept, but without WH. I'm again repeating why we are using the concept of if. Because we are having interrogation without WH. So in that case, we are going to use if or whether. Generally, I prefer if only because many students do a mistake writing in whether spell. They write down WEATHER. That is the most simple of it. So better is to, on a safe side, you can use if. And this is only applicable when you are having the question mark sentence without what, where, when, by, how. So they are not WH family. So how to identify? There's no WH family and they are used with modals. They use with your is MR auxiliary verbs, was, were, doodles, has, have, had. So we can start with any of these. So if they're starting with these words, that means they are in interrogation and to be used if concept. And again, the same method, verb will shift to the second place. You will shift here. So would he ki jagah, you have to write down he would. So these are the common error mistakes that the kids do while doing the paper. So please keep watching it again and again. And if you have any doubts, you can WhatsApp me on this regarding the doubt, what doubt you are having. This is my number. I'm Neha Mittalved from Neha French and English Coaching. Thank you.